I'll be talking about theories of emotion. Emotion is a response that comes from a physical or psychological change in our body that influence our thoughts and behavior. There are four theories of emotion. The first is James Lange theory, and this one says that our physical arousal comes from experience emotion, and your brain will interpret that physical reaction. So, an example, let's say you're alone in your house and suddenly you hear a strange noise and your heart starts beating, you start sweating and trembling, and as your brain receives all this information from your body, it will interpret it as fear because you probably have felt fear before. The second theory is Cannon-Bard theory. This one suggests that our physical arousal and our feelings are separate and happens at the same time. So let's say you're afraid of snakes, and when you see a snake, your heart starts beating faster. At the same time, you feel fear. Third theory is two-factor theory, and this comes from Schachner-Signer experiment, where Schachner and Signer suggested that in order for a person to experience emotion, they have to cognitively label that emotion. So a person will try to find cues or reasons why they feel what they feel. So for example, let's go to my first example. You're alone in your house, your heart is, and you hear that strange noise, and your heart is beating faster. You're sweating and you're shaking. Then you will start thinking, why do you fear? And probably you fear of that strange noise because you are alone in your house. And if you are alone in your house and something bad happens or a stranger comes in, it is your responsibility to take care of yourself, and there's nobody there to help you. So therefore, you fear that something bad is happening, and that's why you're shaking and you feel fear. Another term that comes from this theory, and it's called spillover effect. This one means that sometimes you have so much of an emotion that it starts projecting in other things, people, or events that happens in your life. An example for this that has happened to me is that sometimes my mom brings up very intense discussions early in the morning when I recently woke up, and when I recently woke up, I really don't have the mind to be thinking about things, and it irritates me when she does that. And since it's so early in the morning that I get irritated, that I stay irritated the whole day. And things that usually they don't have any effect on me, they will start irritating me. The fourth theory is the opponent process theory. And this one says that our emotions are regulated by our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Our sympathetic nervous system is the one that arouses a body when it's in a stressful situation, and our parasympathetic is the one that relaxes our body once that situation is over. So when sometimes we have so much of an emotion, our body will produce the opposite emotion in order to maintain homeostasis, because your body knows that too much of an emotion can harm you. And that's why sometimes when you're angry, but you get so angry that you suddenly start crying. And you probably think that you're dumb, that you're stupid because you should be mad and not crying. But that's actually your body producing that sadness, that tears, in order to calm down your anger, because your body knows that too much anger can cause a negative effect. It can harm you. So these are the 4 theories of emotion.